This woman called and said, I am a single mother with 3 children. My older daughter is a musical prodigy. She's been playing the piano since she was a very little girl, and she's very good at it. And she's just been accepted at the Juilliard School of Music in New York, the best. And she's filling out the application, and I'm sitting with her at the table, and she turns to me and says, Mom, what about this thing on citizenship? And her mom says, I don't know. You see, when we came to this country, we didn't file any paperwork for you. Your brother and sister were born here, so they're citizens. And so I'm not sure what you are. There's only one thing we can do. Let's call Durbin. So they get on the phone and they call my office and say, what's the situation? What's the status of my daughter? Because she has to fill out this form. We called the Immigration Service and they said the status is clear. That young girl has to go back to Korea. She had been here since the age of 2. It made no sense at all. And sadly, because of this, her life was changed. I understand now that things have worked out for her, but she is still basically in undocumented status. And when I heard this, I thought to myself, now what did this little girl do that was wrong? Did she fail to file a paper? No. Her parents didn't. Did she choose to come to this country? No. Her parents made that choice. And that's when we wrote the DREAM Act. And you know it better than I, I'm sure, at this point. But it basically gives a chance. Not to everyone who is here, sadly. Not to everyone who is here. But to those who qualify. Those who have achieved a high school diploma, have a clear record when it comes to their conduct, who decide to go forward in life with at least 2 years of college education, or to enlist in the military. They would be given this chance. I first introduced this bill over 9 years ago. I hate to say that, because when I think of the young people who've come up to me over those 9 years with a look in their eyes, often with tears in their eyes, saying to me, I'm counting on you in the DREAM Act, I feel a special burden and responsibility. But this is what I want to tell you. As long as I'm drawing a breath, we are going to pass the DREAM Act and make it the law of the land in the United States of America. The good news is that a former co-sponsor of the DREAM Act in the United States Senate happens to be President of the United States. That doesn't hurt a bit. This administration has endorsed the DREAM Act. They've made it clear that they stand behind it. They've also made it clear that they want comprehensive immigration reform. We won't do it this year. I don't want to mislead you. We have too much to do with health care reform and so many other things, but Senator Charles Schumer of New York is the chairman of the Immigration Subcommittee of Judiciary, which I serve on, and he has promised that the bill will come forward next year. He has also promised me that the DREAM Act will be a major component of this. Now, I will tell you, the last time we had a meaningful debate on immigration reform, Teddy Kennedy was leading the fight on our side. I miss him. He was the best when it came to these issues for a long, long time. But he believed in the DREAM Act, and he made it clear at every meeting that they started off on comprehensive immigration reform, that the DREAM Act would be part of the final product. That is my goal, and that's what we want to achieve. Stepping back from the DREAM Act and looking at the overall issue, it is time for us to come to grips with reality. And the reality is there are millions of people in this country making major contributions to the well-being of this nation who are living in the shadows and living in fear, wondering if there'll be a traffic citation, a knock on the door that ends up changing their lives. It's happened. Our office is inundated with people who have been swept up by this net. I know that this administration is trying to find a more humane way to deal with this, and I certainly hope they do. But it's no substitute for meaningful legislation. We have to find a point, and reach a point in this country where we understand the importance of immigration and deal with it in a sensible, rational way. It means basically giving people who have lived a good life here, who have paid their taxes, who are willing to learn our language, who are willing to basically be part of America, a chance. Not to go to the front of the line, as they say, but to be in the line and know that they don't have to worry about a knock on the door. That, to me, is the best way to deal with this. We can do this, and I know we can do it in the right way. I think what surprises most of the critics of immigration is they're caught up in a stereotype of who these folks are. They just don't get it. They don't understand how you could have a family, a wonderful family of 3 or 4 kids, mother and father, living at home, all working, going to church, adding to their community, and mom's undocumented. But I've seen it, and you've seen it. It happens a lot. What sense does it make to send that mother back to wherever it was that she came from, to separate her from her children, and to not give that family a fighting chance? We can get this done. And I hope that we can achieve it in the first part of next year.